Hi everybody. This week we are finishing up with syntax. So let's go ahead and take a look at the assignments that you have. You can see that there are 4 assignments this week, a couple of quizzes and a couple of exercises. So we start with a quiz on the parts of speech. And what I have is, if you go down to the bottom, there is a PowerPoint presentation here. I've got videos that walk you through the PowerPoint. So you'll want to probably review the PowerPoint first, just kind of get an idea of what's in it, and then watch the videos. When you take the quiz, you will want to have the PowerPoint up so you can, review it as you're going. Okay. Next quiz is on something called phrase structure rules. So these are the rules of English, the way that phrases and sentences are structured. So I do have another PowerPoint here that you'll want to, take a look at, and then the video that walks you through it. There is also a video here that someone else made this video, but I really like it. It is a little bit long, but I do recommend taking a look at it. And then again, when you're doing the quiz questions, you're going to want to have that the PowerPoint up. Okay, so first exercise, using syntax to analyze invented words, nonsense words. And so what you're doing here is there is a little short kind of story article, and it has all of these non-English words, these made-up words. Just so you don't know the definitions of them, some of them you can kind of guess, what they probably are, but just by using the phrase structure of the paragraph, you should be able to find the part of speech of each one. So that's why you need to get familiar with the parts of speech. You need to understand the phrase structure rules. And I've got the documents here, the PowerPoint documents here to review if you need to review. You can go back to the quizzes, look at the information there. And then when you give me the answers, I want you to write number 1. You can write this word. You don't have to write this word, but you're going to tell me what part of speech is it. So you're going to say number 1, and then you're going to go verb or noun or adjective or whatever it is. And so that's what I want, just a list, 1 through 8, and then the part of speech of each one. Okay. The last thing is an exercise about how to analyze grammar, how to explain why certain grammatical structures are incorrect, are not grammatical. So again, we're using English, and here's what you need to do. So read the sentence, and then there's two-part answer. The first part is tell me, is it a grammatical sentence of English? Yes or no, okay? And then there's a link here, and each item has a different link. This website is about subject-verb agreement, so make sure that you understand what they're talking about here. And then if this sentence is not grammatical, then you need to explain why, and you'll find the information in the website, okay? So giving you a lot of hints there. So I want like at least a sentence, maybe 2, but no more than 2, explaining. Okay, and then that takes us to the end of the week. When you do look at the modules, you're going to see that besides this week, there is a module for week 17, week 18, and then of course the extra credit. Next week, week 17, we are taking a week off. Okay, no new assignments, nothing new to do. It's just a catch-up week for you, for me, just get everything in a row to get ready for the end of the semester. The final week is week 18, and there is just one assignment, a reflection discussion. So, and then of course the extra credit. So if you would like to get a head start, get this final reflection discussion out of the way, go ahead. You definitely can do that. I will be trying my hardest to get everything graded, and as soon as you turn in the discussion, give you a score for that. As you are doing the extra credit, give you scores for those. So that way you can see what your grade is in the class as we get close to the end of the semester. Okay. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, anything comes up, you get stuck on anything. This week with the exercises, it is a little challenging. So if you don't understand, what you're supposed to be doing, or you are stuck on one of the questions and one of the exercises, just let me know, email me, and I can try to answer you, or we can meet on Zoom to talk about it. Okay. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.